If you're only on the PS4, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Your PlayStation 5 Pro won't save you. You can't have it. Game Pass does it again. And I know I must sound like a broken record how much I advocate for Game Pass and like to say it's the gift that keeps on giving. But it truly is. Listen, when I first got the Xbox, I knew there was a lot of games I missed out on. A lot of games that I'd never played. So one of the first things I did was I went out and I bought myself a haul of games. I went out to my local store and I grabbed a bunch of titles, right? And I had a lot of fun playing them on backwards compatibility. There's still a lot I haven't even got around to playing yet. But one of the ones I was really excited about was Space Marine. And if you know anything about backwards compatibility, you know this is one of the games that doesn't work with backwards compatibility. And I didn't know that at the time. So I had this very unfortunate event of getting excited, you know, taking the disc out and being like, oh, there's the disc. You know, feeling all old school. You know, put the disc in only to be told, sorry, you can't play it. So I just stuck it back with the pile and just went back to Space Marines 2, I guess. Anyway, time went by and Game Pass delivered because Space Marine is back, baby, and it's on Game Pass day one. I just didn't even know. I wasn't even really following the news. I'd heard some talk about it, but I hadn't really followed it. Anyway, I launched the Xbox yesterday, and there it is. Just Space Marine, just on my dashboard. It's like, oh, Space, remember me? Do you remember me? I know you couldn't play with me before, but I'm all yours now, like a seductive Titus enticing me in. And obviously I couldn't resist. Pressed it, downloaded it, launched it, and I've been playing it. Isn't Game Pass fun? Isn't Xbox great? So, let's talk about it. So, Space Marine. Now, I haven't played the original. I didn't get to play it, unfortunately. I can't really compare it. So, I'm just going to talk about my experience with it. Granted, I've not been playing it that long, but I have played Space Marines too. So, let's get into it. So, right off the bat, look, anyone who knows me and has spoken to me, interacted with me, knows one thing about me. I love orcs. I don't know what it is about orcs, but I love them. I feel like they're my spirit animal. I feel a kinship to orcs. I feel like in a past life, in a universe far, far away, I may have been an orc. I feel like I understand them. And when it comes to orcs, it doesn't get more peak orc. It doesn't get any better orc than the Space Marine orc. I mean, look at that guy. That big, beautiful, mechanical bastard. And what's great is they talk with British accents, man. The orc just smashes through a wall. Says, oh, I'm going to get you, Space Marine. It's like, great. I guess I'm saying it sounded like me then. But it just works. I don't know what it does, but it just works, the way they talk. And look, I'll be right. Look, the orcs are a much more fun enemy than the enemies in Space Marines 2. I'll say it right, look, they have more character, they have more personality, they're more fun to see, they're more fun to fight than I don't know, what, those alien things. Look, I know you lore people are going to kill me for the alien things. I don't really remember what they're called. Those things. The orcs are a much better enemy right off the bat. The gameplay, look, I don't know what they've changed, but it holds up really, really well. It just feels like I'm playing Space Marine 2, but with just less impressive visuals, and it's not as mechanically sound as Space Marines 2. You know, in Space Marine 2, every time you fire a damn gun, it punches you in the face. Everything has crazy amount of weight to it. So one of the first things that really stood out to me playing Space Marine 2, you fire a gun, it's like, it just, Jesus Christ, you know what I mean? You feel every pull of that trigger. It doesn't have that level of weight to it, but it's still a lot of fun. You're rolling around in your big armor. It's a little bit clunky, but it's still very enjoyable. You have everything is there. Your melee, your rolling, your executions, and nothing feels greater than grabbing an orc, picking him up like Prime Undertaker, choke slamming him into the ground, and then curb stomping his head like Seth Rollins right through the floor. It's a very satisfying feeling. It really speaks to your primal urges to Space Marines, and that's what I love about it. You're playing as Titicus Giganteus Decapitatus again, and it's great. Like I said, I haven't played much of it, but I'm really glad I'm fighting the Orks, because Orks are absolutely great. You know, especially Warhammer Orks, man. You know how they can just, like, if they think something collectively, then it just comes to be. Like, they can just slam a bunch of shit together and suddenly it's a spaceship. Of course it is. Of course. So yeah, if you haven't played it yet, you didn't even know, it's on Game Pass, right? So if you love Space Marines 2 and you want more of that, there it is. It's there. And if you're on PlayStation, I apologize. If you're only on the PS4, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Your PlayStation 5 Pro won't save you. You can't have it. At least not yet. You can't have it. So I'm sorry for you that you can't play it. All right, but I wish you could. I humbly wish you could. I don't know why it's not there, but it's not. But if you're on Xbox, bruv, and you want a good jolly time shooting some orcs in the face and just play more of that Space Marine goodness and greatness that you found and loved in Space Marines 2, then you really cannot go wrong with Space Marine 1. I only played a bit of it. I wanted to make a video about it. I'm going to go back and play it now because shit's been getting crazy and I need to see how this is all going to pan out. So, for the Emperor! And I still have to wonder, it seems good to wave the flag and scream, for the Emperor. What does he actually do, this Emperor? Do you know, what has he done for me lately? Like, you know, they say the Emperor provides, does he? What is he actually providing, though? You know, food for thought. Let me know in the comments below. If you know, anyway, Space Marines, yeah, it's great. You should play it.